The SALGA National Members Assembly convenes at the Durban ICC, bringing together leaders, experts, and partners united in developmental local government. This NMA comes at a critical time, the last NMA before the 2026 local government elections, and as South Africa prepares to mark 30 years of organized local government. Over the next 2 days, municipalities will reflect on the challenges as well as milestones of the sector.
Not attain sustained economic growth if municipalities remain underfunded, unstable or constrained in their powers. A productive economy necessitates the existence of functional municipalities.
This meeting takes place in an environment where 30 years of the current local government dispensation. It offers an opportunity for SALGA to take stock of what has been the successes and failures in the past and what is the strategic thrust moving forward. In that sense, it's quite an important gathering. Municipalities, unlike anybody else, are unique in the sense that they are in the cold face of delivery of basic services. So key things for municipality, even for growth for investment, is how the regulatory framework works in municipalities. I made reference, for instance, to the issue that in some municipalities you've got a problem with zoning licenses. Those are basic things we should be making sure that we're efficient in the delivery of those services so that an investor community can come into our dispensation. The message I want to say is that given that it's 30 years now, they've got to reevaluate what has been the successes and failures. Secondly, they must say, how do we, as SALGA, make sure that we can deliver quality services to residents in our own municipalities? That's going to determine the success or failure of SALGA, is our ability to deliver those quality services.
This year's NMA also featured 9 strategic commissions, each addressing a core pillar of South Africa's local governance and economic reform agenda. The work emerging from these sessions will influence everyday life, how our homes and businesses receive power, securing reliable water supply and access, how to attract investment, how communities are designed, how municipalities protect their income, and how we modernize for the digital future.
What stood up for me is what our president for SALGA, has been speaking about, more especially when he touched a lot of things concerning how we are expected to deliver on the mandate that have been given to us, and also to ensure that we are giving services economically. What is the expectation from us?
What stood out for me today is the panel discussion this morning, the discussion around the Tshwane case study, where the executive mayor outlined exactly what is their plan to stimulate local economic development in Tshwane, which that was absolutely brilliant. I think that's a very good lesson for other municipalities.
Only 49% of all age-eligible citizens indicated their intention to vote.
It was informative. I think the main message came from the Minister of Finance, and he said that municipalities must make sure that their salary budgets are in line with what their performance is. And I think that is the main message, that we don't need more money, we need more savings in municipalities. And if we can take that message to all the municipalities to see how you can save, I think that will give us a 20% difference in our budgets every year if we can just work on savings.
the SALGA conference yesterday was about equipping councillors and refreshing what we've done for the past 5 years, looking at the gaps and challenges, and looking at how we can then improve service delivery.
It was very informative. It was, I think if people have had questions, especially with when the elections will be in 2026, we got our answers also to hear from the Minister of Finance that was here, what they're planning and how much money they want to put or set aside for the municipalities to move. So in all, it was a great day. But I think today will be much more filled because we're having the Deputy President here today. We're having the Deputy Minister of Small Business and Enterprises here today. So today will also be full of information shared, or will be shared today in order for our people, or for us as municipalities to go forward.
Yesterday we've had the reports of saying how to recover in terms of revenue enhancement and other things that as the municipalities we need to do, and also to focus mostly in the public participations.
As the Assembly enters its final day, critical policy inputs and the adoption of the NMA Declaration solidify the path forward. These closing sessions reflect the outcomes of vigorous debate and collective wisdom.
We are therefore pleased to report to this National Members' Assembly that Parliament is currently processing the Public Service Commission Amendment Bill to extend the mandate of the Public Service Commission to include local government and public entities. This extension aims to strengthen the PSC's powers to professionalize the public service across all 3 spheres of government. We therefore call on all members of organized local government to support government's efforts to introduce reforms that will improve the work of local government. In this regard, President Cyril Ramaphosa has launched Phase 2 of Operation Vulindlela.
The responsibility of the 3 spheres of government in ensuring that the municipalities are able to support the small businesses as part of their responsibilities that is given to them.
I want to urge SALGA with its voice to make a substantive recommendations on a different approach and different program of action to draw a line against the scourge of GBVF. This assembly must be a call for action to all the government and all of society approach against GBVF. Local government cannot be a bystander in this fight. It must be a proactive agent of protection and empowerment, and women and men must lead this war against GBVF.
One of the most impactful initiatives highlighted at this year's NMA is the SALGA Cares Drive. This initiative focuses on restoring dignity and supporting education by donating essential hygiene items, ensuring that no child's confidence or schooling is compromised by a lack of basic necessities. Guided by the principle of leave no one behind, SALGA Cares is a call to uplift, empower, and invest in the future of our children. NMA delegates have rallied behind this mission, and donations of hygiene products will be handed over to a deserving school in KwaZulu-Natal.
It's a very great moment in the history of organized local government, but most in particular of local government as a sector. It's a very important platform of engagement on the state of local government, and the extent to which together as COGTA, National Treasury and SALGA, we are committed to undertake local government reforms, and therefore the review of the white paper process so that we can situate the sector quite appropriately in the national equation of governance, delivery of services, and how do we reposition municipalities to play a meaningful role in the economic transformation of our country and therefore become active participants in the implementation of the macro economic strategy of the Republic of South Africa. So it's a very good platform of engagement with all mayors, municipalities out of the 257 local municipalities in the whole Republic. So it's a very great moment for us historically to be here to continue with our work of serving the people of South Africa. The architecture and the design of local government system in this country is very complex. But be that as it may, it requires management, it requires leadership. And I believe in a philosophical basis that says anything and everything stands and falls on leadership. So it is the extent to which, as a collective, including our colleagues, who have an opportunity to lead their own communities as mayors, as speakers, of course, as leadership collectives of those institutions, to rise to the occasion and continue to do the good work that they are doing. And where there are challenges and other related difficulties, there are ways through which those matters could be attended to. But I just want to say very simply that everything stands and falls on leadership. So let's continue to provide and give the people of this country the much needed leadership that will take forward this sector to a higher level of performance. And not only to perform, but to serve South Africans, because they deserve better from our leadership collectives as a sector broadly in the country. That's what I can say at this point in time. Leadership, effective and efficient management is what we actually are looking forward to as we serve honestly with integrity and discipline the people of our country. That's what I can say briefly, and thank you so much.
We are happy about this event, this conference from Osaka, and sithokozela kakhulu ukuthi at least the issue of ESCOM with the municipalities, because the issue ethinta ESCOM no masipala, it's a critical one. So besifisa kakhulu ukuthi njengo SALGA sibe khona isixazululo between omasipala and ESCOM.
Yeah, I've gained a lot of things in terms of the collections, in terms of the issue of electricity. As we know that we are struggling with also the electricity. People, they don't want to pay their services, so, and they come up with the suggestion of how to do e-revenue enhancement.
It's important that we do such conferences so that we're able to also network and pick up what are the challenges within other districts and provinces, so that we can also correct our mistakes and move forward. It also gives us an understanding of what is happening in the whole country and getting it from the horse's mouth.
From masterclasses, panel debates, ministerial input and commissions, the SALGA 2025 National Members Assembly set the tone for a much stronger, resilient and people-centered local government. From me, your host Meralda Umdazana Gwasibanyoni, until next time, nisale kamnandi.